Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to another video showcasing some of the best young talent you can buy for a Road to Glory career mode in League 2 for FIFA 19. Now this video is all about central defensive midfielders. There's a lot on this game. I've got a pretty hefty list here and every single one is 80 plus, including one fantastic player who you're going to want to put at the top of your list for every career mode you play in FIFA 19. Now, as always, I will say at the beginning of these videos that every career mode loads slightly differently. Some players are available on mine, might not be available on yours, so if I have missed anyone, please do drop them down in the comment section below to help out myself and anybody else watching. So without further ado, let's get into these CDMs and see if I've actually got them sorted in the list I want them in. They are now. Okay. So first of all, we've got Andres Felipe Balanta, a player we had on our centre-back list as well. Pretty nifty player at 60 current with an 80 potential, so pretty useful. Scout says we can have him between 350 and 460,000 pounds. Of course, if you do utilise your trades well, you could basically get him on a free transfer, to be honest with you. It's all luck of the draw, depending on what the club wants at that point in time, what you have available, so it would depend on that, but it's very possible to get these players for incredibly cheap. 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, pretty standard physical stats, really. Nothing outstanding, but nothing really that weak. 62 standing tackles, 64 short passing, nothing amazing, but a pretty good, cheap, high potential player that you can have in League 2. Next up then we have Ozan Kaba, again another player we had in our centre-back list as well. Again available for between 340 and 420,000 pounds, and again a 60 current with an 80 potential. Now there was a slight problem I had with Kaba when we looked at him in the centre-back. He's 2-star skills, 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. My biggest worry was that 48 acceleration, which as a centre-back worries me, but I think as a CDM he might be a bit more useful in that position. It's something you're going to need to build upon. I think he's going to struggle a little bit pace-wise, but if you just have him as literally an anchor man, just helping out the centre-backs and just getting that ball and spreading it, I think he could be pretty useful, pretty solid in that middle as well. Decent standing tackle and slide tackle of 62 and 61, nothing outstanding, but again another cheap option with a lot of progression available. Next up then is Brandon Bay. Now you'll see on our screen it says that he's unwilling to relocate at this time, but the reason I've left him on here is that I do know my friend PJ Toby, who's also doing a career mode, did sign this guy for around about the £575,000 mark that he is worth. So he's definitely worth a look on your career mode, see if he is available. Can play CDM as well as central midfield as well. If we look at his abilities, 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, pretty basic. Pretty decent, really, physical attributes. Nothing terrible. Balance and strength are pretty high, which means that he could be a bit of a tank in the middle of the park for you. And 66 standing tackle with 66 short pass. But probably the two stats you really want as a CDM are both at 66 as well. So again, he has a current ability of 63, but a potential of 83. Now this could be, if you can get him first season, an absolute standout star for you for the entire career mode. Next up, then we have Hugo Vetlesen. He's from Stebak, I think that's how it's pronounced. Football over in Norway, CDM and central midfielder as well. He is available for between 620 and 810,000 pounds. So again, another relative bargain. A weekly wage of 880 means you'll be able to get him pretty cheap as well. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot is pretty good and effective at this level as well. Pretty good physical attributes actually. I'm quite impressed by that. 83 balance, good agility, jumping and stamina as well. Actually, all his stats are not bad there at all. He's got pretty good ball control, dribbling, long pass and short pass. You might need to train up his standing tackle a little bit, but I think he could be a very effective player, and a current ability of 63 going up to an 81 makes me think that this could be a very, very good player for me to purchase in my career mode. Next up we have Stokes Lasse Sorensen. CDM and centre mid once again. A bit more expensive this one. He's on a weekly wage, is a bit higher as well, but you can get him for between 630 and 880,000 pounds. Current ability of 63 with a potential of 82 means that he's not a bad shout as well if you can get a hold of him. 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, 6'1", so pretty strong in the middle of the park. Again, okay physical attributes, nothing outstanding like Vetlesen had, but nothing terrible apart from that attacking position, but from a CDM do you really need that? But he has got much better technical ability than Vetlesen. That's 70 short pass, 66 long pass, good heading as well, and good tackling, and even a decent shot power means he's probably a bit more versatile and be able to go forward a bit more. Although that attacking positioning was pretty terrible. But there you go. Good player, Lassie Sorensen. Next up, we've got... I've got no chances, have I? Ozan Kagan Guktekin. I probably butchered that, and I apologise to all the Turkish viewers here. And he's available between 710 and 970,000. Current ability of 63, potential of 82. So again, another really good grower actually. And the fact that he's 63 now means that he won't be too bad in League 2 at the beginning. 3-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot, 5'8", so not the tallest guy in the pitch. He might struggle a little bit with the ball in the air, but good agility, good balance, good, well, say decent sprint speed, nothing outstanding. Decent composure as well as, oh my god, my screen's gone everywhere. What's happened here? We lost him, he's back, right. I don't know what happened there, I must have knocked the controller of some sort. Good balance as well. Pretty decent in the things you need to be in. Short pass 71, which is great. Long pass 68. Standard tackles okay as well. So again, a pretty solid player for that level, and potential of 82 could definitely be a player you could get at a decent deal. Again, if you utilise your swap deals well, you could get this guy for a relatively cheap price, and he could last you a very long time in your career mode. Next up then we have Gennaro Ruggiero, £810,000 to £1 million. Current ability of 64, potential of 80, which is joint lowest in this video, but I think his current ability of 64 and just basically his cool look and demeanour means that he's not a bad purchase for you in this division. Again, if you can utilise your swap deals well, you might be able to get this guy for a very good price as well. Looking at his abilities then, 2-star skill move, 3-star weak foot. Looks like a good all-round player, nothing outstanding, and great strength and great aggression, which could be a bad combination for you in the middle. He might get himself sent off every now and again, but it looks like he hasn't really many weak spots. His stamina's a little bit on the low side, but you can definitely work that up a little bit. And again, looking at his actual abilities, his technical abilities, marking, shot power, standing tackle, heading accuracy, short passing and long passing, all over the 60 mark, which are pretty useful in League 2. So definitely worth a shout if you can get a good trade on. Next up, another player from our centre-back list as well, Trevor Shabala, or Shalaba, should I say, from Ipswich Town, centre-back and CDM. Can get him for between 990 and 1.35 million, but again with trades you can get that down a lot. Current ability of 65, potential of 81, and he's a pretty solid player by all accounts. 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, 6'3", so a bit of a beast in the middle of that pitch. Good sprint speed, good strength, so a real tank, and I think he can really do a lot of good work for you in that CDM spot. And again, looking at his technical attributes, good dribbling, heading accuracy, short passing, standing and sliding tackle, marking, all the stats you want to be good in that position. Next up we've got Ben Godfrey. I was going to take Ben Godfrey off the list actually, but I thought I'd keep him on it just in case anyone does want him. 1.35 to 1.85 million. Current ability of 66 and a potential of 80, so not outstanding, not really worth the extra money, but if you do have the financial takeover and you've got the money to throw around, he's got a good overall ability to start off with, so it'd be very, very useful for you. If we look at his abilities, he is a 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Athleticism wise, he's pretty good in a lot of things actually. Agility's green, jumping, stamina and strength are all above 70. Strength's actually 80, which is pretty good for this level as well. And looking at his current ability in the technical side, again, everything you'd really want is at a high level. So he's a very good player, but potential-wise and the value they need to pay for him, I don't know if it's really worth it compared to some of the other options on this list. Talking of options on this list, if you don't know about this guy yet, you're going to know about him right now. Sandro Tonali. The best player you are ever going to get in a FIFA Road to Glory career mode. Current ability of 66, potential ability of 88. 88, he's going to be a world-class player. This is your chance to get your first potential world-class player in the first season. It's going to be expensive, don't get me wrong, 1.45 to 1.95 million, but you do whatever you can to get this man to sign. If you can offer out a trade deal, then absolutely fantastic. I would definitely make this guy your #1 priority. Like I said, 1.45 to 1.95 on my career mode. It might be different on yours, but definitely is worth it. I've checked a couple of times now and he is available on more or less every one I've loaded up, so hopefully he will be available on yours as well. 66 current ability makes him very, very good as well. He does also have a trait, we'll have a look at that in a second. 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. If you look at his physical attributes, everything's pretty decent. Nothing is bad. Everything is pretty much as it should be. Going into his technical stats again, there's actually a much more balanced player here than what we've seen so far in the list. I don't mean his finishing and his volleys aren't great, but at CDM he's never going to really use them, is he? So I think where you want the stats is exactly where he has them. And looking at his traits as well, he does have, I pressed the wrong button, I always seem to do that, well done. He does have long passer trait, which is actually very, very good as well. So he's going to be an absolutely solid player for you. Do whatever you possibly can to get this guy signed as early as you possibly can. Don't wait it out. Don't leave him in your shortlist till later on until you've got the money. Just go for him straight away, because if he ends up going to another club and you end up losing him, you might not ever get him in your career mode. And at 88 potential, you could not let this opportunity pass so early in the Road to Glory career mode. The last player on our list is Nedum Oni. Now, he is a 66 current ability with an 81 potential. He is available for between 1.5 and 2.2 million. To be honest, again, I don't really think he's worth this money. When you've got someone like Tonali in the list, unless you've got the financial takeover, I don't think he's worth it. 66 current, 81 potential. It's just not. You can't compare it to the 66 current and 88 potential of Tonali for a cheaper price, can you really? But he is on there. If you have got the financial takeover, he's definitely an option for you. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. His physical attributes are pretty decent. He's got a bit of pace on him, which is not something that a lot of CDMs tend to have, so that's pretty useful. And looking at his technical abilities, well, short passing at 74, long passing at 70, definitely could be a good playmaker for you, but his tackling ability is not fantastic, which makes me think that he might be better suited as a central midfielder rather than a CDM, to be honest with you, but he is there as an option should you wish to. So from this list, I think I'll be looking at Balanta and Kaba at the top as my cheaper options. Vettelson looks very, very good as well, but for me, you have to get your hands on this man. If you do not get this man, I'd just start from scratch, to be honest. If you don't sign Tonali, just delete your career mode and start again, because this guy is going to be imperative. 88 potential. 80 freaking 8 potential and 66 current ability, and you can buy him. He's going to go straight in your first team, and he's going to stay there for the entirety of your career mode. And he just looks cool, doesn't he, really? But there you go, that is the end of our list of CDMs for FIFA 19 Road to Glory career modes. Of course, if you have enjoyed this one, please do hit a like. It does help the video get found by other people, so it really is a big bonus for me. And of course, everyone else is looking for these sort of players. And of course, if you want to see some more, then hit that subscribe button as well. To see the rest of the videos in this playlist, and as well, if you want to see any of these players in action, then check out our career mode, which will be starting up very, very soon, as well as we try and take MK Dons from League 2 obscurity to champions of everything. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for some more FIFA 19 footage. Bye.